Well, sorry about that, guys. So annoying. Hey,
Hey, are we
I
good?
hear you.
I can hear you too.
We're gonna get the poll going right away.
Yes, we're late. Sorry about the dick around, folks.
I blame Ford slash Apple for not having products that work well together because I'm pretty sure that I've figured out this happens every time I plug my phone into my truck and I don't restart my phone before we come live again. Because and I'll talk about it in a second, but I went live again and so many good learnings.
Is
I
that
went
right?
live. I went live for the hour leading into this live cast again because I kind of want
Okay.
to promote the live cast a bit.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
used the old phone and it worked fine. But I didn't have a guest.
And
But
I
I'm
wonder if it's something on my end because, like, when we go off and then come back on, I don't do anything. It just works.
Well, that's why I think it's on my end because I turn off my phone and restart it and comes back and it works. So I think
Okay.
it's on my end. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've narrowed it down to whenever. How am I looking here? Good?
Oh,
Okay.
you look great, man. Yeah, as
All right.
always.
So whenever I plug it into my truck and I'm listening to Spotify or whatever, and then without like turning it on and off again, if we just come straight on here, it does it every time.
Hmm.
So
Weird.
I know you guys will laugh at this because everyone likes to make fun of Scott and his alarms. But I think from now on, I'm gonna have an alarm at like 4:45 to turn my, or sorry, 5:45 to turn my phone off so that I don't keep disappointing people.
Give it a little reboot. Howdy, what's happening, Mark? You know what? Let me say this really quick to Mark. Your videos, Mark, have just been exceptional, and let me tell you how much I learned about a speed square there yesterday. Appreciate you, brother.
Mark's he's getting it out there. He
Yeah.
he always says he doesn't know anything, but he's doing it.
Ye-
It is time, Eric. Yes, it is time. Let it work. Howdy, y'all. Um,
Oh, thank
answer.
you, Jenna.
I wonder if Bluetooth has something to do with it. It very well could be, Courtney. Very much. I think you might be onto something. What else we got here? LOL. What's up, Ashby from Eric? Hey guys.
Eric, what's happening, bud?
Okay,
Trisha, how are you?
you guys know the rules. Poll, and we got to get to 1,000. We're getting there close, but we got to get to 1,000 before we jump right into it. How was your day,
I,
Ashby?
um,
You
it,
doing
it
good?
was a bit of a circus, but I'm here, man. I feel good, you know?
Attaboy. Good to
Yeah.
see you.
How
You're
was your
looking.
day, brother?
It was a good day. Went to work.
Yeah.
I'm one of the things I'm going to talk about here is I put a post up in the community asking people if they would want to see me do a daily vlog, kind of capturing everything I'm doing, kind of talking to the camera. I know we do that kind of here too, but I kind of see, this live cast is starting to kind of evolve, and I kind of see this being more of a show type of thing. And so, like, I don't know if we're always going to catch everything on this show. So I just thought it might be another way to kind of communicate what I'm doing to people. Not to mention, it's going to be interesting to look back for me later, too. And I kind of like Jenna brought it up a couple of times already, but sort of documenting the whole journey while you're working a full time job and managing all the different kind of nuances that come along with that.
For sure. No, I think that's a sweet idea. It'd be entertaining to just vlog along with Scott for a day. Yeah, at work and you know.
Scotty, fellow Scotty. What's happening, man? Good to see you. Okay, let's jump in. We're over 1,000. Jenna pointed it out, so let's jump into the update. If you guys haven't already, we're down to the last 48 seconds of the poll. So just go up here, click that little clipboard, and vote. Update. Liveathon summary. We went over that yesterday, but even like I said, I jumped on live before we came here tonight. I just wanted to see what would happen and what kind of momentum was still going from the weekend, and it's going. Like jumped up to 30 pretty quick, kind of hovered around 30 to 40 for a good majority of that live. And then ended up getting 53 followers in less than an hour. So
Wow.
it is, I'm telling you guys, go live, do what it takes to just get live, get going, because the momentum is for real. I'm getting a lot more aggressive with my requests too. So the answer to the poll, have you gone live in the last 7 days? You know it, 37%. Nope, 62%. So 63%.
I didn't answer because I didn't know how to answer that. I haven't done a solo live in the last 7 days.
Hey fam, Sarah, not to be
See ya.
mistaken by Sierra.
Psh, what's happening, Sarah?
You know what I think we should do for Sarah? I
What do
think
you
we
think?
should do
Like, she's our only real dedicated New Zealander on here.
Kiwi. They prefer Kiwi.
Kiwi. I apologize, Sarah.
I think we should leave Sierra in play, and Sarah can be like her daytime persona, and then Sierra can be like the dark, like, Eminem-esque
Yes.
personality that she brings out when she needs to. So Sarah is this girl. Sierra is the one that will be, kind of like her, what is it, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? That's
Like
her
her
Mr.
her Lady of the Night name in the best
No,
way.
no.
You don't
I
want to
was
go
not
there?
going there.
I
No,
like it. I think a Lady
back
of the
it up.
Night sounds good.
No.
No, I like it.
That has a different context.
No, man. Like, get your head out of the fucking gutter, Scott.
Okay, I'm sorry
Love
I
it.
went there, Sarah. Okay, all right. So, Liveathon summary, we know that went pretty good. It went so well, and because of the test I just ran, and it confirms everything I was thinking, tomorrow morning I've set my alarm an hour early to wake up even earlier so that I can come and test it in the morning, because the mornings were where things got super hot, right? So I'm
Yeah.
gonna get up at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning so that I can go live to test and come back and report to you guys. Like, I am so committed to this.
Oh man. Every time I get up and I'm like, what crazy shit is Scott gonna do today? And you never let me down, man. You always got some crazy fucking plan.
Well, you guys, like, everyone paying attention right now, do you guys love that? Do you guys love that I'm gonna get up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to run a test for you guys so that I can share the learnings? Like, give me some high fives, whatever. I want to see some support here, but I'm doing it selfishly too. I'm not saying that it's all for everyone else, but I cannot argue with the results, so I've got to.
Yeah,
And
well, the people are digging it so far. Mark, not just one thumbs up, but I think there's 5 there.
yeah,
Sarah says, I think it's brilliant. And Sarah, I meant no offense by the Lady of the Night. You know what? You're one of my favorites for sure. Oh, and Trisha's giving you some. So go for it, man. 3 o'clock. I'll be sleeping for sure, but like I love that you're testing it out.
we're doing it. Because like I wasn't even live for an hour before this happened and over 50 follows. Like, not even an hour. Now, I'm getting a lot more assertive with my messaging. I'm telling people very clearly, go click the link in my bio, come over and join the community. Like, we've got some people in here tonight. Like Fanzu, Rhonda, I think I saw there was another fella that joined here. Yeah, Adam Mike Hall, all from the Liveathon this weekend. So thank you for all 3 of you joining us tonight. This is I think for most of you, I think maybe Fanzu
I am
might.
following Fanzu now. Just started yesterday. Rhonda, I jumped on to give you a follow.
I'm in Ireland, yeah.
In Ireland, outstanding.
We're in Canada, but that brings me to the next part of the update, which is next weekend I'm doing a modified 2.0 Liveathon. So I am definitely going to go 6 hours a day minimum. That's like the basement. I just can't go 12 because I actually have to function somewhat in my life. And I don't have groceries. The dog run needs attention. Like, laundry is piling up. So I can't go 12 hours again for the second weekend in a row because I need to manage my life a little bit. But I will be going at least 6 hours a day. You guys come hang out. What I want to do more of this weekend is kind of what I did with Mel on, what was that? That would have been Saturday night, where let's, like, anyone needs any help right now with anything going on in your business and you guys want to workshop it and just jump in and talk about it, and you're okay jumping on a live to do it in front of some people, let's do it. And I think the reason why I'm inviting people to do that is because my experience with Gowans the other day when he did the same thing. And like, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable because people are watching, but at the same time, they're taking away so much learning from that experience too, just
Yeah.
sitting and watching. So let's absolutely, if you guys are looking for that, let's make a plan to get on together, workshop some ideas. Let's knock that out of the park.
Yes, sir. And Courtney says I might need this. She says I need this maybe. So Courtney, good evening. Mel, I think it's a great idea. Like a lot of people take away a lot of that, you're kind of a guinea pig in a sense, and it can't just be about you, but like it's for everybody, right? Like it's super valuable experience for sure.
Absolutely. This is so interesting. I'm digging it. Rhonda, thank you very much. Fanzu, hi Scott and Ashby. What's going on? I definitely will be asleep from Eric. Eric, you're an hour ahead of me, so really, what's your excuse? Hatton
No,
must.
he's just a normal human being, I think. Is like Eric's just a good normal dude.
I don't have a problem talking, but sometimes my speech impediment gets in the way. I've got a lisp, and my parents named me Scott. Like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out my name. Jenna says they all sound like dolphin feet. That's hilarious. Love that idea. Oh my God, ha ha ha. My two favorite Canadians. Jeff is in the house. Okay.
Oh, what's happening, Jeff?
Couple other updates before we move into the topic for today, which we're going to be talking about community. So a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, last week, we talked about community 101. I'm going to jump into community 201, but we're going to break it up into multiple parts because there was so much there. I would not be able to cover the ground in one live cast. So we're going to go through the first three topics. I'm going to see what kind of response we get from the crowd. And then if you guys like what we're doing, we'll go into part 2, part 3, as long as it takes for us to get through all 201 community building. But a couple of more updates before we jump into that. Just a reminder again, I've had lots of people on my lives taking me up on the offer of going to check out the training, Conquer Your Fear of Going Live. So if anyone on the live cast tonight is still having trouble with fear, anxiety, nervousness of getting on live, go to the community. It's in the classroom. I think it's the first class. Oh, Audrey went live. Yes, I wish I could have been there though.
Pound it out, Audrey. Good for you, girl. Get it.
Audrey, I know you're a rule breaker, but a rule follower, and I've told you 3 different times to get in the community. Get in my community so you can send me a message and tell me when you're going live so I can be there for you. What vlog we talked about. So another thing, just in the community, I am looking for feedback on you guys. Like, is the vlog going to help you guys? I have a post up in there, so please just go and vote on that. I just want to see, because I don't want to put all that effort and energy into it if you guys aren't going to see the value from it. Liveathon 2.0 will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, not Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think I'll break it up something like early morning shift, midday shift, kind of later afternoon shift. I'll post in the community on the calendar what time I will be going live so that if you guys want to get on, do a workshop, something like that, you can kind of line that up with your schedule.
So Scott, you said you have Friday off work, like full-time work?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be off all day. Another thing I'm just asking, I'm going to put a post up probably tonight, maybe tomorrow morning, depending on how things go tonight. But I'm just asking, what questions do you guys have about going live? Like, I'm pushing you guys to go live. Some people are just running forward and doing it. Others are kind of a little bit more hesitant. So if you guys have questions that are going to make it easier for you guys to actually do this and go live, please respond to that post so that I can put together something to help you guys with that too. And then lastly, before we jump into things, before I check in with you, because I feel like I'm talking a lot tonight, is my offer for tonight is simply just the 10-day go live challenge. So that's going to be launching on March 1st, looking for more people to take advantage of that. That is where I take away a lot of the guesswork. You still got to show up, but I'm going to give you mindset stuff every day. I'm going to give you technical tips every day, and I'm going to give you your prompts for your content. You're still going to have to fill in the content prompts, but I will give you the prompts so you don't have to think, what should I go out and say on live? You'll have your talking notes. And my vision for this go live challenge is that by the end of the 10 days, you guys are off to the races and you've created enough momentum that you see, like, you've broken through that fear, you've broken through the anxiety, you've broken through the nervousness, and you're just off to the races and you just take it from there, okay? So that is listed in the community on the message board as well. So just go find, I think it's called something like, are you up for a challenge, or will you accept challenge, something like that. Go check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. And that's what I got for updates and offers tonight.
I will say on that note, if you don't mind, Scott, that it is crazy what can happen in 10 days. Like I've been vocal about the fact that, like, I was dreading getting 1,000 followers to go live, and now this is one of the funner parts of my day for sure. Like I truly enjoy it. The nerves are gone, and it's just 10 days sounds like I don't know how far a person can get, but it's crazy. If you can get through those first 10 days, you truly are off to the races, I feel.
Well,
So
that's a great point, Ashby, and let's just put things into perspective for people right now. If I go and I look at our LIVEcast replays, the first one we did was on February 3rd. Today is February 20th. So we've done this in 17 days.
yeah, no, and I'm not shitting you, man. Like, I was not looking forward to it. I was not a ball of nerves, but I was, pretty worked up about it. And now I'm like, fuck, I'm looking at the clock at 5:30, like ready to go. So it's awesome, man. It's a good feeling to work through that. And like, I couldn't have done it without you for sure. So I enjoy it. Like, I feel super confident, and I could just click on live and do just fine. I'm not going to be blowing people's minds, but I'll be working through it, right? Getting the reps in.
Are you sure? You might. You might. You might. Don't take it out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, no, and that's fair. I think that's fair. I've been waiting to get fired here, so, like, anybody want to co-host with Scott? Just he might need a backup.
No. We've got something going on that's pretty good here. I go live on Facebook every day. That's awesome, Rhonda. Keep doing that. If it's
Yes.
working for you, keep doing it. Can you walk through how to make your live outline? Yeah, I won't do it tonight, Eric, but I absolutely can do that. Live.
I saw earlier, Audrey said that she was on mute. Audrey, were you legitimately on mute the whole time that you were live and you didn't know it? Is that, like, am I picking that up properly? Because that is something I would do for sure.
I was on mute the whole time. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I had no idea.
Outstanding.
Okay, well, Audrey, if you were part of the community like we talked about, we could have worked on that beforehand. Anyway, oh yes, I need to sign up, Scott. Okay, Sierra. Is it Sierra right now? Is it nighttime? You jerk, calling her Lady of the Night.
I'm not going to say it ever again because I don't want to be mistaken here. I think it's great.
Where can I find the applause icon when I'm live? When you're live? I don't know. Can you do an applause yourself? I think someone else will give it to you because you reach a goal. That's what happens. Like, up over top of Ashby's head, you'll see the list of goals that Jenna's already helped us accomplish. So when we accomplish a goal, that's when you get the applause. But there is also a gift that's an applause too. But typically the applause when you hear it, it's because we've met a goal.
That makes
Uh,
sense. See, again, I still avoid all this shit. I look at this screen and there's a lot going on, but I don't fuck with any of it.
when I want to cheer up my guests, like clapping sounds. That's
I do
Jenna.
like the clap.
Smiley
I like
face
the
to me.
applause.
Hey, Vinny made it. Vinny, I just met Vinny on the live I was on just now, and he's joining us here in the live cast. That's awesome. Great to see you, Vinny. He's just starting out, so I gave him kind of the strategy to grow his following. Do not
Nice. Vinny,
understand
what's happening, man?
Ashby from Courtney, so the audience is telling you to give yourself more credit too. You both are doing
Appreciate
so
you.
well from Fanzoo. Was gonna say the same. Sierra slash Sarah, depending on the persona we've got in the room right now. I think anyone here would be happy to go live with either of you. Thanks, T.
Yeah, thank you, T. I appreciate you.
Um, Man, we got lots of comments. Thank you, guys. Fanzoo says yes. I'm Sarah at the moment. Okay, make a note. You can do it, Scott. You can applaud Scott on your end. Maybe look up YouTube clapping. Okay, Scott, thank you. No, wait, don't look that up.
Yeah, there's
We
too
are
much going on the screen. I just leave it all up to you, bud.
Jenna. Okay, here we are. We're caught up. Okay, what do you got going on? Give us an update, Ashby. What's going
Ah,
on with a dollar and a dream?
it's been a whole lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So yesterday I was trying to do some voiceover work, and we had the windows and doors getting installed, so that didn't pan out worth a shit really yesterday. So I finished all of that up today, and then I did work on. I'm putting together a bigger course right now, and it's something that I think is gonna be pretty special. And I'm also sharing a lot of kind of my, I don't want to say secret sauce because it sounds kind of gross, but it's like it's a lot of my confidential stuff. So I think it's going to be super, super helpful for a lot of people. And then I also I just had some personal stuff that I had to attend to today. So it was a busy day, and I I got a long night ahead of me, but I ain't afraid of it, man. If there's one thing I ain't afraid of in all of this, it's doing the goddamn work. I never fear work, and that's one thing I stress. This shit doesn't happen overnight. Like you really got to put in the work. It really truly is that simple. I think it's a lot of work up front, and then it's just kind of maintaining, if that makes sense, right? Like I feel like I'm almost over that curve, and then I know I'm going to find a whole pile more shit to do, so maybe it won't stop for a while, but like it's putting in the work, definitely.
For sure. And I even like this weekend I text Mike and I'm like, hey man, like I agree with you. Like Mike's told me on a few occasions, like in this business, if you do it right, it doesn't feel like work. You just
Yeah.
love what you're doing because you're helping people and you're talking about something that you're interested and passionate in.
Yeah.
So, and I'm starting to get there. Like there is a lot of work. Like he asked me for an update today and I sent him a text message and it was so sad because I had 9 things on there that I haven't finished yet,
Oh shit,
but
hey.
all in the works. And he's
Yeah.
like, just start doing one at a time. So anyway, there is a lot of work to do, but when you jump on a live and you're actually helping people and you're making a difference, and then you start to see some of them transitioning to the live cast, nobody cares. If you actually knew how to use the mirror function on live, we'd be able to read
Oh yeah, how do I do that? Show me that really quick.
them. I'll
For
show you
real.
after. I'll show you after.
Okay.
Anyway, Ashby spent time working with me for a bit too. Thanks, Ashby. That's from Tamara.
Oh
So
yes, she's a pleasure to work with, like always.
and Ashby, that's another thing. Like, I think I'm gonna take this moment to remind you, like, you are helping out so many people in the community and giving so freely of your time to help people take the next steps. Like, that is your strength, and hopefully, you'll accept, everyone's gratitude for what you've done for everyone. So thank you for continuously supporting everyone in this community.
I appreciate that, man. I do. Like they give just as much back to me too. So I hate to call it work. It's something I truly love doing, and it's been a pleasure, honestly.
Yeah. My lord, you're on a roll tonight, Ashby. That's from Sarah. She's in
Oh shit.
Sarah.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah.
FAQ Toronto, another guy that I met on the weekend on the live-a-thon. So consistency, more consistency. Good to see you here, Toronto. Being an entrepreneur isn't for the faint at heart. No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Ron
like you do got to put in the work. There's no doubt.
and Courtney seconds that. Ashby making us dizzy like Scott with his tripod. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not fucking with it no more. I'm done. I promise.
It's so hard. Yes, Ashby helped me so freaking much. You're the best. Ashby, you're incredible. Ashby. Ashby's got some love coming through. Like, take a moment to actually read the comments. I know I usually do, but take that fat thumb of yours and actually take it in because people are trying to show you how much they appreciate what you do for them.
Yeah, well, every one of you know that I appreciate you too. I hope like it definitely goes both ways. Like y'all have been super generous with your time and allowing me to get my reps in and see if this is something that I can truly make a living doing. So I appreciate y'all just the same, every single one of you.
Thanks for showing up every night, guys. Ashby, you're amazing. So I want to take a moment here because we really haven't talked about a lot tonight. We've been in the comments the whole time. And some of the things that we constantly hear back about going live is, what am I going to say? If you, like, I have talking points that I haven't even started on yet. If you guys just keep going live, momentum's going to start to build. People are going to start engaging with you. If you guys continue to pour value into everyone that shows up every night, it's going to be easy. You
Mhm.
just talk to them. They're going to lead the conversation just like you guys are right now. So
And
don't let that intimidate you guys.
every single one of you, everyone that shows up for us constantly, if you send me a live, like when you know how you can share the live when you go live, I swear to God, I want to show up for every single one of you just the same. I'd be pissed if you didn't share it. So like, don't hesitate because that's what this community is about. I know for sure, everybody does it. Like I'll get messages from certain people when they're live, and if I can, you better believe I'm turning up for you guys just the same, right? So, 100%. Do not hesitate to ever send me a message when you're live, and I'll be there in a heartbeat for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Share it. Like, so two things. Maybe what I should do is should put a post up in the community saying, put your live times on the post here. And whenever people can show up, let's try to support other people in the community. We won't hold it against anyone if they're busy and focused on other parts of their business. But if you're available and you're just on TikTok, not doing much, jump in there, support other community members. But also, you can go down to the lower right hand side, the arrow that looks like it's kind of pointing to the side. You click that and you can share your live with up to 15 people. So that would be very helpful when you do, like, if you come in the community and you say, I'm going live tonight at 6 till 7. And then when you go into the live, you actually share it with the community members so they get the notification from TikTok that takes them right into the live session. If you guys want support, do those two actions and everyone will try to show up whenever they possibly can.
Yeah,
Okay?
100%. And like even I know a lot of you are in my school community as well, so feel free to post on my school. That's what it's for, right? So if you're say like it's 11 o'clock in the morning and you just post on there while you're at work or when you have a break. I'm going live at 6 p.m. tonight. You better believe we got a fucking army, and it's only growing. So do it. That's what it's there for. You know.
Yep. 100%. Okay, let's move in. So, like I said, last week sometime we talked about building community. It was kind of like a 101 introduction to building community. We've been talking a lot about school. I've been talking about with everyone on my lives about how You engage your audience, go live, go live, go live, move them over to a free community where you can deepen the relationship. We're doing it on a platform called School, but you don't necessarily need to use School. It's just I'm a big fan. Ashby, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Are you a fan?
Absolutely.
Fan. So that's where we're going with our community. But you know what I like to start with whenever we talk on a subject, right? A
Is it
quote?
coming?
A quote.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I thought you were gonna do another fucking poll. You tried to double poll the single poll yesterday, so you got me all fucked up.
It's a quote. So it's another quote just to talk about community, and it's coming together as a beginning, keeping together as progress, working together as success. So just like Ashby just talked about, working together, supporting each other in our lives, working together like that to support one another, that is the epitome of success. So let's make sure we're doing exactly that. So like I said, we kind of already went through the 101 level of what is a community, how do you build a community. This is like, to put into context what I'm going to talk about today, I have 3 points with supporting points on how to take it to the next level. Now, some of these things I haven't actually implemented yet, but I plan on. I'm still going to talk about it, and I think it's going to be interesting to come back and potentially look at this stuff 2 weeks down the road, 2 months down the road, 6 months down the road, and see how we've implemented each of these things. Because even if I haven't implemented these things, I think there's true value behind the exercise to help you grow and deepen the relationship with your community. Like right now, where am I at here? By going crazy live over the last little bit here, last week, I think I told you guys my community was at like 24, 25, something like that. Right now we're at 56. So that's in the last 3 to 4 days, it's jumped that much. Okay.
Yeah, more than double.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to ask people to come to your community. If you guys have the intent and you're being deliberate about pouring value into your community, then it's a good thing for them. So get out of the headspace and the mindset, because I was there, where you start thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to ask them. Like, what if they go over there and they think it's trash? Don't do that, because that's where my head was. And then I realized, you know what? No, I'm pumping a lot of value in there. Every day I'm involved in there. I'm putting up 3-4 posts. I'm getting people engaged. I'm asking people for their opinion. I'm getting them, like, do you guys remember Ashby, you're not that much younger than me, so maybe you remember, but I don't even know if they exist anymore. But do you guys remember the books back in your school days, the Choose Your Own Adventure books?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have those?
Yeah.
Like, in the comments below, did you guys have the Choose Your Own Adventure books?
Actually, I truly think that if it wasn't for those books, I probably still wouldn't know how to read, to be totally honest with you.
They were awesome. Like,
They
you'd
were
read
awesome.
4 pages, and then at the one page it would say, for this outcome, go to this page. For this outcome, go to that page. That's what I'm trying to give you guys the experience in my community is I don't want to write the book from front to back. I want to write a chapter and then ask you guys where you want to go next. Do the same thing in your community. Get the community to help you write the Choose Your Own Adventure book. Way more fun for everyone. And then you actually know what they want.
I'm tempted to see if that domain might be available right now.
Choose Your Own Adventure?
Choose Your Own Adventure, yeah.
I guarantee you, if I had to pay $5,000 for some of the ideas I had, that one was like $100,000.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I won't bother.
Anyway. Okay, let's jump into it. So first off, master content creation, okay? So if you want to deepen that relationship with your community, if you want to build a community where people are going to get value from you every day, then you need to work on your content creation strategy, okay? So some of these strategies and techniques are going to be, just like we just talked about, having your community engage with you, tell you what they want next. You want to schedule your time that you're going to be creating content, because if you don't, it won't get done. For me, that's one of the reasons why I get up at crazy o'clock every morning, because if you guys haven't noticed already, usually except for my friends on the East Coast that are 2 and 3 hours ahead of us. Usually, it's already there by the time you guys wake up. You already have a notification saying Scott's posted whatever.
Oh, I wake up to two monetized life notifications every single day without fail. Yeah.
Exactly, because from the hour I wake up to 6 o'clock, there's less people awake, less distractions, less people pulling on your time. So you can do so much more in that time. That's why I get up early because I know that I can get more done.
Well, if you're
Um,
willing, Scott, just give it some thought. But maybe I could just drop the kids off with you for a week or two, and then I could maybe try this getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning thing. But we'll talk off the air and make some plans.
yep. Sounds like a struck a nerve there, folks.
It's honestly getting up at 3 makes me want to puke. But go on. I'm off on a tangent here.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, we'll move on from that, or we're not going to make it at 7 o'clock, and you know how anal I am. Also, one thing that I'm going to focus on a little bit more here over the coming weeks is I'm going to encourage a lot more user generated content that will help you as well. So get people posting. Don't like exactly what you talked about earlier, Ashby. Like go into the community, post. Like that's going to be so helpful for a number of different ways. One, just more content within the community. Two, it gets people more involved, more sense of ownership, deeper commitment to the community. And three, like you only have so much of a perspective that you can share. But if you get 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 500,000 perspectives all sharing, all trying to accomplish similar things, like the sky's the limit on what we can create together. Like I said, working together is success. So if you can contribute and that offers an insight to someone else and that steps everyone up and then another insight helps everyone take the next step, I mean, there is nothing that could possibly be a detriment if we start moving in that direction.
For sure. Yeah, like my school platform is still in its infancy for sure, but anybody that wants to join the community, the link is in my bio, and I really do want that to be a platform that people won't hesitate to share. Courtney, we kind of blasted through it here. I'd have to back up, but Courtney said she's going live on Thursday. So yeah, Thursday at noon. So I wouldn't hesitate to put that in my community, but more than that, I just like Scott said, I would like to see anybody put that in the community for yourselves, and you watch. I'll show up for that too, and it'll just keep on building. But again, that's what it's there for. So I would love to see people utilize it for themselves too. And I think when you put yourself out there and you think, oh, this might be a waste of time or whatever, I think you'll be surprised at the positivity and the feedback and the support that is there. And it's only growing, right? Like we all got to start somewhere. So
That's right. Trisha said, obviously, I'm much older than you guys.
I wouldn't say
Trish,
obviously, you might have a year or two on us, Trish, but you still look beautiful, girl.
I'm with you there, Ashby. Ha 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 ha. Lots of people laughing. I think we're being funny again tonight there, Ashby.
Maybe. Yeah.
Scheduling posts. Scheduling posts are awesome. I use it on Facebook and IG. 100% agree with everything you're saying. I'll sign up after this. Awesome, Ashby. Me. Ashby, I'm gonna sign up after. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And if I can support that a little bit too, like Ashby and I kind of had this idea right from the word go, and we just jumped in and kind of threw ourselves at it. We've been doing it on my account the whole time because I can co-host. So I probably should be doing a better job of kind of directing people over to him because without him, this show doesn't happen either. And he's probably going to make some sort of excuse here, and you can ignore him after this. But all the traffic and all the benefit from doing this show benefits me and my account. So if we can show some support for Ashby, get on over to his page, get over to his community, support him in what he's trying to do, that would be fantastic because he does not benefit from doing this show any other way.
Um, I appreciate that, Scott, but I do benefit in doing this and just connecting with people and anybody that is willing to join the community. I sure appreciate every single one of you. And again, this isn't just about me. And I definitely love. I'm really getting comfortable in school there, and I try to contribute with every bit of time that I have for sure. So I appreciate everybody that's either joined or willing to join. I can't thank you enough. I really want to make something special over there for everybody.
You already are, man. You already are.
I appreciate you,
Okay.
brother.
Mastering content curation. So those are kind of the points I'm going to hit tonight. I'm going to take these notes and drop them into the show notes as well. So if you guys want to go back and look at a little bit more detail that I have here, I'll have them posted under the replay within the replay part of the classroom. So go check it out after. But one of the other things that I think is interesting, that kind of came up when I was doing some research here, is organizing impactful events. So planning an event strategy, like for example, the liveathon, right? It doesn't necessarily, when you think event, it doesn't necessarily need to be an in-person event. It can be an online or virtual event as well. So I would call the liveathon an event. I would call the LIVEcast a daily event. How can you work events into the community to drive a little bit of excitement, a little bit of engagement, excitement, like
It actually does all of that too. Like I was wrapped up in your live-a-thon to the point that Pam was asking me like, is Scott still going live? My mom was asking like, is Scott still on there? Like, and I'm not even kidding you, man, because it was family day and like I let everybody know what you were doing, you crazy fuck. And everybody's just like, oh my God, this guy's nuts. And it was really evolving into this thing in my house. Like it was crazy.
well, I'm very flattered that I made your family day subject
No,
discussion.
it does. It's like these events do, like it truly does turn into that. It was an event. Like my kids were invested in it.
Yeah, and exactly. And the other thing, so Ashby and I have talked on the phone call offline about him coming up to Edmonton or me coming down to Calgary and doing a live show. Anyone in the area, maybe we go find a place that everyone can kind of hang out and we do the show from there. Like, these are the kind of things that can just get more momentum within the community and be creative. Think about stuff like, how awesome would that be if you had 4 or 5 people like Calgary? We've got a handful of people down in Calgary. What if you
Yes.
guys all got together one weekend and just workshopped your businesses and worked on different aspects of the business with each other? Like, again, what was the quote? Working together is success. So these events can really drive a deeper level of connection within that community.
Yeah, man, for sure. And what a good time it would be to like actually throw something like that together. You know what I mean? It would be a fun time for sure.
Yeah. What about a road trip to New Zealand?
Shit, yeah, Sarah, we're coming. I got to check my schedule. If I'm free next week, I'm en route, and I will give you a heads up. I'll give you 12 hours notice.
Yeah, we'll rent a pontoon boat. We'll be there in 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Just paddling our way down.
Like that PBC vignette.
We get there just haggard, and I got some big old beard. I'm on the no-fly list. They're like, get this guy out of here, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to paddle home now. You got no
Well, if
choice.
you refer to her as a lady of the night, they'll definitely be telling to get
She
the
knows it's nothing but love. Come on, man. On the kayaks. Geez, I'd be jacked by the time I got there for sure. I could use a little workout.
Oh man. Okay. Anyway, for these events too, there's so much functionality within school to help you promote it and help you get some excitement going. So when we do the walkthrough on school to show you guys all the functionality for that, I'll show you how to do that. But I'd really encourage you guys to start thinking about events. I wouldn't necessarily start small. Don't overcommit yourself. Don't start booking something every day of the week. Yeah, we do this show every day of the week, but we've got it fairly streamlined now that it's a matter of me having 10 to 15 minutes to prepare because I kind of already know where I'm going based on your feedback, based on my choose your own adventure that I've put into the community. I kind of know where I'm going already. I just need to sit down, make a few notes, and then we speak to it. But I encourage you to think about events. The last one, and I haven't dove down this rabbit hole at all, but Jenna has started to. And Jenna was the one that kind of highlighted this to me. And I think there's probably a lot of really fun ways to integrate this into deepening your relationship and your connection with your community. And that's leveraging gamification. So gamification is basically turning action into fun. Like, how do you make someone taking action a game, like point scoring or levels or whatever? And we know anyone that's been in school, anyone that's been in my community knows there's a leaderboard. And that leaderboard is dependent on actions people take. So the more involved you are in the community, the more points you get, the higher on the leaderboard you are. The one thing we haven't done is what is the reward system that is behind that? And I was thinking about it today. I've come up with a few kind of ideas that I'm going to test, but I'm really excited to see what Jenna does because I see that she's going to really probably put a lot of emphasis on the gamification and leaderboard thing. And I'm super excited to see what she does there. But
I feel like Jenna's pretty competitive that way too. But she that and I'm not saying this just to butter you up. Like I shared it in our community there, Jenna. But like you truly are the queen bee of supporting people, and I know you're there to pick anybody up off the ground. Like you truly are the epitome of support in this community. So I appreciate you for that and much more for sure.
yeah, okay.
But I
That,
think she's got a competitive streak too, like because she's gonna be the leader on a lot of leaderboards. She there love the leaderboards, yes, yeah, and the leaderboards love you too, Jenna.
uh-uh. I might get in trouble for this, but I got a screenshot sent to me today. This this is Jenna. She sent me a screenshot today because last night, the last couple of days, I've posted a few things in Build Lab. Just some successes, got some feedback. So as soon as someone says something to my post, I reply. So I get points for the original post and I get points for every reply. So it adds up fast. She sends me a screenshot of her 2 points behind me and says, I'm coming for you.
Oh yeah, I believe it for sure. Even she's laughing, yeah. But like, yeah, she's got a competitive side. I know it's there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fanzu, thank you as well. I appreciate you turning up for us. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, for sure. So, last couple of comments about gamification is just play with it. Like, guys, I haven't played with it yet. And as soon as I start to understand a little bit more and I've tried a few things, I'll come back and I'll let you guys know. But I think that this could make things so fun within the community if you leverage it properly. We definitely don't want to use it to the point where people feel left out or like they're lesser. Like it can be a bit of a fine line, but
Yeah.
just really think it through and have fun with it. That's going to be the key.
Like listen folks, if we're not having fun here, I'll go back to coal mining. You know what I mean? Like I want to do something I love, I want to have some fun with it, like and I want to keep shit light in the community but still also be productive and just make it an enjoyable experience, right? Like
So I'm just going through the comments now. We'll work towards wrapping things up here, but I'll get my paddle ready, says Heather.
yes
Uh,
ma'am.
we call them waka.
Waka
Um,
waka.
Fozzie. Um, so Rhonda says, just joined your community, Ashby.
Oh,
Love the
thank you, Rhonda, I
leaderboard.
appreciate you, I do.
Jenna says, love the leaderboards. Is your community ready, Jenna? We need a TV. This needs to be the You need a TV? Sure. I got one sitting right up here that I'm not even using. So, Courtney, I'll tell you what. Would people want a TV? Like,
I
for the
think we
month
should do a TV giveaway. I would be into that if you're into it. Like,
for the month of March, because we're almost done February. So for the month of March, leaderboard leader, would people want a TV if you're the leader? You guys tell me.
like you're talking the leader in your school community. Would you actually do that? Don't say it if you're not going to do it, but I
When
know
have
you would. I'm just giving you a hard time.
anything and not done it? I
I,
did this live cast from a fart infested truck in the dark.
yes, you did. You know what? I was just laughing because, like you said to people, like don't get too carried away and dive into this. And I'm like, oh yeah, coming from 34 hours alive in 3 days, don't just dive into it. He says, you sure did, brother.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if everyone votes right now and says, yeah, TV giveaway would be awesome, and you guys are going to be competitive and not just give it to Courtney, like I want competition. If I see you guys laying down just so Courtney can get a TV, the TV gets pulled off the market. Like that's not what this is meant to be. But if you guys want to get competitive and involved in the community, and a TV is the right prize for whoever ends up being the top of the leaderboard in March, you got it.
And you know what, Sarah? Don't think we're counting you out. If you win it, we'll buy one in New Zealand and make sure that you get it there. Like that'd probably be cheaper shipping wise.
Um, Mel is all over it. Smiley face is we do the TV giveaway for the top leader in March. Sad face, we do not. TV, not. TV, not. And if you guys lay down for Courtney, I'm telling you, you guys got to buy me a TV. And I already have too many TVs because I have one sitting right here.
Okay, so yeah, depending on how the whole TV response goes here, if you do this thing in March, then I'm gonna do it in April, and I'm gonna do my own uh, the same thing. So whoever doesn't lose, don't get discouraged because we'll do it all over again if this is a lot of fun.
Or we'll do something better.
Well,
Or I think I think we should probably do something better. I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
okay, okay, I'll give this some thought for sure. I like where we're going with it though. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Honestly, if Sarah wins, she gets a TV. I don't
You're
care where
goddamn
you.
right, she does. Yeah, nobody like this has to be a fair shot for absolutely everybody out there. Nobody is out of this, no matter where you live. And you know what? Like I got to look into this, but I feel like it might be fun to like get a WhatsApp or something, like a WhatsApp group that maybe on the last Saturday of every month, then we could all just kind of round up and have like a little online party or something like that, have a drink and just like sit and visit for an hour or something like that if everybody's up for it. But that'd be a fun like little community thing to do, you know. I'd have to
Well,
look into
that's
it.
Zoom.
Or Zoom,
That's
yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah. How many
And then
people
you
can you
put
get on a
that in
Zoom
your
at one time?
community. I think a lot. Like, and
Like,
then you put that in the community as the monthly mixer. And if people
oh,
want to go back and hear the jokes or whatever,
I love it. I'm doing that. I'm looking into
there
it
you go.
to see how I could put it all together, but I'm fucking doing that. That like that's happening.
You know what else you're gonna do?
What
Three
else?
minutes from now, we got to shut down. So, how do we want to wrap it up tonight, there, Ashby? Let me get into the
Well,
comments here. Ha ha ha, Scott. If I win, I vote. Give Courtney the TV. Hey, what you guys do with the TV afterwards is totally up to you. I need it, but Mel sounds like she needs it too. I'm gonna have to dig deep. Competition has not always been natural for me. That's Heather. Um, Aw, thank you. If I win, I would like to donate to Courtney, Rhonda. That's so sweet.
that is sweet.
Rhonda, like, I think this is her first night here, and she's already donating TVs to people. Here is the
Rhonda, we're
one
happy
issue
to
I
have
see
you.
with the leaderboard. You have to still like people's stuff. Yeah, I agree, Jenna. But you can still get points for um, for providing constructive critic or feedback. Oh, I love that idea, Ashby. I'd be having a drink in the morning with the time difference, though.
Yeah, but
Well,
maybe a Bailey's and coffee for you, Sarah, or something like that. Yeah, shit, it sucks that we can never really drive
maybe
our
Sierra
schedules.
would show up earlier in the day.
Either way, I love that she's willing to jump in there. That's wicked.
Okay, we're caught up. Ashby, what are you going to work on tomorrow?
Um, I'm gonna finish some of the big course. I'm gonna work on. I gotta download my mini course so that I have it posted tomorrow. So I'm gonna post that in my school community. That's gonna be a free mini course for anybody that feels like they could use it. I'm not saying it's gonna change the world, but I feel like it can make a world of difference for some people that are kind of at that spot that I was at. So I'm gonna try to get that up in the community tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do for sure, so I gotta like look at my next move after that. But I have been putting a serious dent in the bigger course that I'm working on, so I'm gonna keep chipping away at that. Um, Tomorrow, our young fella has sledge hockey, which I always love going to watch because like these kids just got spirit for days, and just like if they see one of the other kids that's like falling behind a little bit, there's four of them there to pick them up and get them going again. It's just such a special group of kids, so I'm looking forward to that. Honestly, I don't know further than that, Scott. I'll see how it's going. How about you? Like, what do you got going on for tonight and tomorrow?
Well, I'm going to get up early and go live first thing in the morning. And you're going to wake up to probably three or four notifications. And then I'm going to go work a full time job, come back, get prepared, and then I'm going to come and hang out with some of the best people I've ever known in my entire life.
This community just keeps getting funner and funner. I love the hell out of doing this stuff. Like it's been a blast. I appreciate you as always, Scott. Um, I'm looking forward to catching up again tomorrow, man.
Right back at you, buddy. Everyone else, have a great night and go live.
Go live. Appreciate y'all. Later, Scotty.
See you guys.
See you tomorrow. See you guys.